Yes, it's news time! Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Do you like my Captain America shield? Very apt for one of the stories we're going to be covering today. There's not a huge amount going on in the community, but there's still enough stories to do the art section of Friday news, and as well a few other kind of like deep dives into stuff going on in the community. So let's get into it. Now, I'm not going to spend the entire video with this Captain America shield, but you can see like it's quite glossy, it's very nice, and obviously very apt for some of the stories we're going to cover today. And as well, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that supports the channel with obviously coming back, viewing videos, subscribing with post notifications on all. YouTube haven't been too good with sending out notifications of late, but you know, thanks so much to those that still come back to the channel and just check if there's new content on. Thank you very much. And also, before I forget, a huge thank you to my current patrons, YouTube members, you know, on screen at the moment. Thank you very much for all the love, and as well to those that support through Twitch Prime and Twitch subs as well. And we'll be live streaming on Twitch tonight. Myself and Dan will be doing a special incursion stream. We'll be looking at taking Bishop into incursions and seeing what we can get from like ramping up power, prowess, all the hacks that would be associated with a nice little kind of video highlight coming out next week. So look out for that. Right, well, I guess it's news time then. So the fact is, there's been very, very little amounts of news and updates as to what's going on at the moment. I'm sure Kabam are busy as beavers even, getting on with trying to sort out the game to make it actually, you know, good. Because obviously there's a lot of stuff into the dev diaries they have to get done, and get done quickly. But there's theories obviously going out about the boss rush stuff. Now, as you know, the boss rush won't be until the end of the month, so maybe the last week of the month, that we'll actually see anything for the boss rush. So, theories are awry with these things, and obviously, Deadpool is still coming as a possible thing. Platinum Pool is a possible thing. And as you can see here, this particular player thinks so we only know in last 2 weeks time that there will be a new boss rush. Popular theory currently is that Platinum Pool will be related to the boss rush. I think it will be related to the rush, but I think that the main character will be Deadpool, and obviously going further to kind of like explain further things to it. But Kabam Mike, there he is there, shutting it down with, I like Mike, he's kind of like, I don't think he's been a pass, he's been a bit of a bitch, but I just like it when he just says stuff like, I like the creativity, but no. You know, I just imagine like in Austin Powers 3 with Goldmember, when he's like, how about no, you crazy Dutch bastard? But in case, it looks like we're on odds to receive these quests starting from late July. Obviously, these will be for 5 weeks, running in kind of a, well, weekly order, and then concluding with an Omega quest, which I assume will be 4 weeks of the build-up. 1 week, or the last week, will be the Omega quest. So obviously, good luck when that happens, and we'll see that in the next couple of weeks, maybe an announcement in the next week or two. Next up, let's talk about Sasquatch ambushes and the Sasquatch objectives. Now, as you know, if you face off against Sasquatch in an ambush, defeat him, you will get a nice little, well, extra thing towards the objective. And there is a problem at times. Now, this post was put on July 1st, so obviously things have changed. But when you're looking back at the native land quest, the fact is, you know, if you're not getting it, you're going to have to do other difficulties, as this player is showing here. Like, they've only got 2 Sasquatches down from doing Epic, from doing Heroic, and from doing Master. Now, that is indeed a problem. Now, this player is level 50, so therefore, if they are a you know, quick into Cavalier, they're not level 55, so they can't do Canadian difficulty to get more ambushes. So obviously, the only thing they're left with is re-rolling or redoing these particular fights. It's a very odd scenario to be in. I haven't seen many people actually kind of in a similar boat, but I can imagine there will be people out there in a similar position. And that's really what I could say is, if you're having problems with this, it's just redo the lower difficulties and try and get an ambush. But I think Kabam have done something to increase the rate of ambushes. I know it's all RNG, but I just think that there seems to be more. I've definitely faced off against more Sasquatches in the last couple of weeks than I did on week 1. I think I did 10 paths and didn't find a single Sasquatch. And now it's the case like he just won't stop. And I just would love him for one path just to stop. Next up, and is China blocking people in game, or blocking people from playing the game? It may be the case. Some really odd things have come about in the last, say, 24 hours, and it could be attributed to you know, stuff with the current relations between China, stuff with Huawei, other devices, maybe communication. I don't really know. The fact is, it's a very unsettling time for the world, and obviously big tech companies, countries seem to be taking a little bit of a weird stand with stuff. I've just read about India and the fact that there's Mobile Legends that's been banned there, as well as a whole host of other apps, like obviously TikTok, that was going to be a given, and many, many others. I saw this on the forum from Midnight, and I thought, you know, it's important to like talk about this, because like it says I need a straight answer. Obviously the title is China is blocked again. Which obviously, if you followed the channel a while ago, we did actually cover this. So saying, I need straight clarity on this. Do I need to stop playing this game or what? I've been able to connect to the game hardly at this week since your wonderful new AQ modifier started. All China players that I know have said the same thing to me. You already have banned my old devices. Now they count the country I'm playing from, even with VPN, is not right. So that's something that's really weird. Now, I'm not quite sure of the lay of the land, whether or not Midnight is in China and is playing with a VPN and then connecting to like America or kind of like Canada or whatever, or is in like another country. Because like I know in one of the videos it pops up with something about Japan, so I don't know if he's in Japan and then is trying to like VPNs to China. So I'm not quite sure with this. And obviously many people are saying, like, are you on Android? Is there a new update going around that's missing with everyone's connections? Obviously doing the fundamentals here. And then Midnight says it has nothing to do with Android. It's something Kabam's server. It's causing me to use a lot of items already. There is a feature like video, which is here on the subject, but I don't know if this is... I assume this is Midnight. I'm not 100% sure on it. Just saying that basically it's just the same problem with connection. Where, you know, it looks like they're connecting via VPN and showcasing that they were able to access other apps rather than, you know, just saying, oh, this is Marvel Contest of Champions related. But yeah, as you can see, like Kabam there, and that's working. Obviously, if he's in China and he's using a VPN, I think that his YouTube or his like social media or something would be Weibo or something, Weibo. But obviously it's different because he's able to access YouTube because there's a specific app, which obviously you can see here. Like those American-based apps, or not American, but Western-based apps like YouTube, Facebook, and stuff where China has specific ones. So obviously this will be done via the VPN. And in this as well, he like showcases that he can run stuff that are like, you know, like YouTube. But when it comes to Marvel Contest of Champions, the problem still remains that the connection problems are still there and he can't actually connect to the game. Now, I know Midnight is watching Marvel Contest of Champions news or comes back to it, so I would recommend, if you are in the comment section, just put a little bit more to this, of like just paint a bit of a story that we can just like, I can pin comment. It'd just be interesting to find out, you know, how are you accessing this? Are you accessing it like, are you in China at the moment and VPNing over to like Western? Is that like how this has become a thing? Because then obviously it's something that could be a bit more severe. Could come in line with a lot of those banned apps situation. And maybe like, I don't know, are you running Huawei or something? I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out a little bit more on this. It doesn't seem that Midnight is alone because, monkey. Put something similar about this situation, but talking about like alliance mates that have had the same issues as Midnight. So yeah, not good, not good. Also, when it comes to like the situation around like Android devices, that does seem to be a lot more complaints, especially in the last 24 hours of stuff that's just not going well. If it's like not something talking about emergency maintenance, which I didn't know if there was it overnight? Was there something yesterday? It must be like hours I didn't really know of. But yeah, like that's crazy. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of players are talking about Android related things. And as well, there was an update, a secret Android update a little while ago, like a couple of days ago. So I don't know if that has affected some of this stuff here. Either way, I know it was not meant to be player facing, but look, could be affecting a few people. Now on to our next story, and that's the reason I've got the Captain America shield, is that an arc reactor shield has been created, a homage to Civil Warrior. It seems to be a sponsored video done by Hacksmith, who's obviously the YouTube videos playing in the background, and I will be putting a link in the description to go and check it out. Who creates an arc reactor shield. It's really impressive. It's a really impressive video. And the fact is, it's good to see Marvel Contest Champions or Kabam going to sponsor these big creators to get really creative, but as well bring in a new audience to the game. Because at the end of the day, we need new players into the game to then start the future of the game. That's really it. As players kind of like lose interest or they get frustrated with the game, new players do need to come in to keep it more lively, and obviously look to get a new experience for again, like the new progression and the new era. Obviously, this would be a good opportunity for Kabam to maybe look at well, a buff for this champion in the future, but it is certainly nice to see the community come around. This is a good idea. Even people that are fans of Hacksmith are like, wow, you did a thing with one of my favorite creators. That's great. That's great to see that level of kind of like intermingling there with the community and things that people like. If you don't want to watch the video, it's incredibly fascinating, especially for those that are interested in the likes of CAD, CAM, engineering, loads of different things, electricals, you know, you name it. It's like it is there with information on how it's done, how it's put together. It is incredibly fascinating, a fantastic watch of a video. As I said, links in the description down below. So we've just got enough time for Art Corner. 2 pieces of art. The first one done on Reddit by Anish, and this is really well done. So Corvus glaive, and as well, obviously, I love the box, but as well, the glaive goes right through the character. But obviously, it's so well done. I love the black and white element to it, and that's going to be the other one we're going to talk about in a second. But sire, our troops, yes, they're going to be in a bad way. But this one here, this is a man thing done by Corax. Links to both these pieces of art in the description down below. And this man thing looks so amazing. It is really well done with the intricacy. I love the way that there's shading and textures to it. They're just kind of like, it pops out where it needs to pop out, but also it indents. And that's something that I absolutely love with art, that level of detail. The indentation here of like, you know, it looks like to the eye that it's like there's depth to it. I love that element. I love when that's done with art. I'm a bit of an art fan myself. But yeah, absolutely amazing. If you do have any art or kind of links to like yourself doing artistry stuff, it could be MCOC related. I love seeing them, but obviously anything Marvel related or superhero related, do send it on through. Send it to the the RichTheMan official at outlook.com. It's my business email address. Just send it to there, or send me a link on Discord or somewhere. Links in the description down below. And fantastic art for Corax and Anish this week. And there we go, that's been Marvel Contest of Champions News for Friday. I actually really like putting this edition together. Lots of really kind of fun, interesting stories, lots of positives and fun things, and obviously enjoy your 2-star Civil Warrior, new members to the community. It's not the best champion, but still, from a starting point for free champion, it ain't too bad, as we've all got it. Thanks very much for watching. Check out some new content over here. Check out some other content down there. Live streaming tonight on Twitch, Incursions with Bishop. See you then. Bye-bye for now.